Fache, Edia Sumdeba, Timoma and Fairborn and Chair, and Ona Ekayan Bomo. Fache, Bide, Fache, Bonibia Maya Uno, Bide, Fache, all day, Bonnie Biamaya Ono, Menumi won, Mesusu say ebe how say it. It's Fachemio, Bonnie Biamaya Ono, Bide, Fachemio, Bonnie Biamaya Ono, Bide, Fachemio. Fache, Edia Sumdeba, Timoma and Fairborn and Chair, and Ona Asumdre Womo. Fache, na Edia Sumdeba, Timoma and Fairborn and Chair, and Ona Ekayan Bomo. Fache, Bide, Fache, Mio. Fache, Bide, Fache,
Bisubio, Bisubio, Bisubio,
Echirana Oku. Okwentunye, Mesa Komenchi, Sababo Muyadina, Mesa Komenchi, Mi Wutu Obi Manso, Mesa Komenchi, Seputu Yania, Echirana Oku. Misubyo, Okwentunye, Misubyo, Mesa Komenchi, Misubyo, Okwentunye, Misubyo, Mesa Komenchi. Okwentunye. Makopi obi manso ni amedi eni bia medampo enwa ye ni amame na so ni nyine mu no besi me bosa me ye jumade na se mi yesika me de ko hwe me busia ebusia wo trentino makopi obi manso ni amedi eni bia medampo enwa ye ni amame na so ni nyine mu no besi me bosa etom beni na se mi yesika me de ko hwe me busia Okwentunye, Misubyo, Mesa Komenchi, Misubyo, Okwentunye, Misubyo, Mesa Komenchi, Misubyo, Okwentunye, Misubyo, Mesa Komenchi, Misubyo. Coming to you from the grassroots band. Well, dogs. Yeah. Beware dogs. Beware dogs. Beware dogs. Kill you, so beware of them. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. They will do what? You can secretly kill you. Fire. Yes, beware of dogs. They are hunting in the night with their teeth so sharp. They are ready to bite. Beware of dogs. They are hunting in the night with their teeth so sharp. They are ready to bite. Oh, in the jungle, what will kill your soul for? Be vigilant, my friends. Beware of dogs. In the jungle, what will kill your soul for? Be vigilant, my friends. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. They can secretly kill you. Beware of dogs. Oh, beware of dogs. Hey. Beware of dogs. Human beings can be dogs sometimes. Beware of dogs. They can secretly kill you. where danger lies. Beware of those with their piercing eyes. In the heart of the wild, where danger lies. Beware of those with their piercing eyes. They are lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce. They are foes through the night. They are very violent. They are lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce. They are foes through the night. They are ready violent. Hey, beware of dogs. Human beings can be dogs sometimes. Beware of dogs. Hey, beware of dogs. They can secretly do you. We're telling you, beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs. They can secretly do you. Beware of dogs, my brother. Beware of dogs, sister. Beware of dogs, Uncle Sonny. Beware of dogs, Odialo. Beware of dogs. Beware of dogs, my sister. Beware of dogs. Woo! That's right. Happy yourself. Yes, another song on our upcoming album. Happy yourself, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. Woo! Happy yourself, cause happiness is medicinal. It is medicinal. Hey, babe, what's on the way? What up, baby? Happy yourself, cause happiness is medicinal. It is medicinal. In the high life groove, let the melody city, let your body groove. In every step and every move, find the happiness, so that's so sweet. Thank you. In the morning, when I see the sunrise, realities of this world, crashes the hardest of life, crashes down on my shoulders. Oh, it keeps me thinking, how else can meet for the betterment of my family. Oh, it's not easy. After all is said and done, lift your spirit high and a joyful heart and a dancing soul and a high life. Take control, baby. Happy yourself, cause happiness is medicinal. It is medicinal. Happy yourself, cause happiness is medicinal. It is medicinal. Obey. Obey. Happy yourself, baby. Don't let the struggle sway you down. No. Silver. As the music play in the high life groove, find your own highway, embrace the joy, and let your soul be free. So happy yourself, happy yourself, happy yourself, and let it be. Oh, 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 happy yourself, oh, my brother, my sister, no matter what, you gotta happy yourself, eh? Happy yourself, oh. Happy yourself, let it be. Happy yourself, happy yourself. Then you say, let it be. Happy yourself, happy yourself, happy yourself, let it be. happy yourself, happy yourself, happy yourself, let it. Be happy yourself, happy yourself, happy yourself, let it. Be happy yourself, happy yourself, ooh, let it. Be happy yourself, happy yourself, happy yourself, let it. Be happy yourself. I'm gonna say that you're about that, no answer, man. I know you love Ghana music. I like music.
All right, you are welcome. It's Breakfast Daily, and it's the Friday edition of Breakfast Daily. And of course, you know we always start with some music to get pumped up because the weekend is right in the corner, and we're excited about it. And I'm sure you're also excited about it. Anyway, my name is Chris Carter, and I'm here with...
My name is Philip Nilati. I like the grassroots band and how it ended. Happy yourself because happiness is medicinal.
Yeah.
I don't know why your happiness should really rely on someone or
Exactly.
material things. Well, it enhances your happiness, but happy yourself. So every place you find yourself this morning, please make sure that you're happy yourself in your own small way. Maybe you've not gotten what you're supposed to use as the money for the breakfast yet, but you can get some cocoa and cozy, which should amount to like 5 Ghana cedis or 6 Ghana cedis to enjoy. And also, you could enjoy some fresh air, and you could enjoy something. You could sit somewhere and just be enjoying God's creature.
Blessings,
And
but
also,
but even if you don't like food, or we're talking about cooking and everything, you might not even like food, and you're just at the comfort of your home watching us.
That's
now
it.
We always bring you the warmth of fresh
Yeah,
conversations,
yeah.
fresh interviews, fresh, trends and everything right here on Breakfast Day. That is why it's Breakfast Daily. So our breakfast also is worthy to be happy about.
I actually like what we will discuss today on the show that has to do with mental health.
A lot.
Yes, so
I think the whole show today is going to be very
interesting.
Because it affects each and every one of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you want to stay with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. We have a lot for you from now to 11 a.m. We'll say bye-bye to you, but we still want to remind you of a few things that will be happening from next month. That is in the month of June, from 1st to 30th is the City Business Festival. Please make sure that you are part of it because you will learn a lot for your business, and it starts from 1st to 30th June of 2026. That is this month. And City 97.3 FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Absa Bank presents this to you.
Right.
Sponsors Absa Bank, MTN, Petra, and also Zonda. Call the number 0205 973 973 for further information. And you know what? The latter part of June, there is an exciting one that will come your way, but we will keep it. Just keep monitoring the space, and we will definitely tell you what is in store for you. But make sure that next month you are definitely part of the City Business Festival.
Right, and we'd like to remind you that the Blank Sense is still showing right here on Channel 1 TV. And as you already know, a new episode popped up on Thursday, and like we discussed on Wednesday, if you haven't watched it, it's going to be a very interesting one. Let me just give you a little breakdown. Cubby of the Blank Sense actually brought home a girl, and the mother was not very excited because the girl is a charcoal seller. She felt like, oh, this girl is not in our class. What is this one doing? But she was just giving her attitude like, most houses do, because this is things these are things that actually happen in a lot of families. So she was giving her attitude, but at the end of the day, it worked out for the girl because the mother now realized that this girl got a scholarship. She's bright. She's not going to be in the country no more and everything.
Wow.
Because she's very bright.
The tables just turned.
And the mom became very kind
To the lady.
Oh.
So make sure that you would watch it. You said we have repeats for you.
We actually have repeats. So first of all, it shows every Thursday at 7:30. Fridays are at 11:30 a.m. So today is going to be showing at 11:30 a.m. right after Breakfast Daily. Saturdays 7 p.m. Sundays 4:30 Tuesdays 3 p.m. and Wednesdays 5:30 p.m. But we'll also like to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors, NASCO, Lizzie Shito, Out Mosquito Coil, and Everpack. Thank you so much for holding us down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Channel 1 TV production. So do well to support us and tell your friends and tell your families about the Blanksons.
Beautiful. So today, later in the day, we'll bring you the World Cup Central. You know what we are preparing to bring the cup home, whether you like it or yes. Ghana will bring the cup home. We'll see Ghana.
On Nigeria. Yeah.
Support of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw one jersey, the Anansi jersey.
The Anansi jersey. The Makola. Yeah. So on that Makola note, please Nyame. Yeah. So on that note, later in the day at 3 p.m. exactly, Gabi will sit with his guest and they'll discuss issues within the sporting world and also what people are doing or countries are doing ahead of the World Cup. So please make it a date and be part of the team. Make sure that you are enjoying what you get here on Channel 1 TV, because we have a lot for you when it comes to the World Cup Central, and it's today exactly 3 p.m. So stay tuned for that.
All right. So Wonder Space Show is going to be showing tomorrow, and this is an exciting one for the children. So families that have children, gather around tomorrow, put everyone together and sit in front of the TV and enjoy the Wonder Space Show with Miss Natalie, because you get to learn a lot, immerse the children in different activities and different industries, and also, spark their curiosity in learning. So this is for all the kids and parents. You can also be part of this. So let the children enjoy the Wonder Space Show with Miss Natalie on Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Thank you so much.
And of course, please download the Channel 1 News app today and get that information you've always wanted, just with a notification, and voila, we are good to go. The process is just simple. You visit the Google Play Store, the App Store, and you're going to get like what is happening on the screen, and the Channel 1 News app will just come. You would download and you install and you open and you are good to go. This is the interface. It's very, 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 very friendly, and it's very, 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 very beautiful. So make sure that you are getting, so the home, the general news, the lifestyle and all that is there. So make sure that you are getting the Channel 1 News app to make your life, or let me better still, our life very easy, because it's not now you're going to go on Google and go and type in channel1newsonline.com and you would come, and no, we just the notification, and also with the app you are good to go, and we'll be able to serve you like the way we've been doing for you here every now and then. So that's the Channel 1 News app for you. Now let's delve straight into the papers, and let's bring you what is happening. A number of things, interesting stories actually on the papers. Let me start with the Informer. The Informer newspaper actually starts with this one, where it has to do with Kaneshie Footbridge, which is very, very, very important. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly actually visited this particular place. It was cordoned off, actually closed to individuals or people who use the footbridge. But today on the Informer says that death trap at Kaneshie. Commuters, school children risk life daily as footbridge remains shut. And it's true, it's been shut. So we'll be following up with AMA what exactly the plan is. But they said it's going to take like 8 months for it to be fixed. Now, Peace Council warns against rising political tension. Galamsey hideout busted. Ahafo Security Council seizes excavators in major crackdown, except once parliament and government. So Baumia rejects factional politics, calls for unity in MPP. He is asking the MPs and also MPP sympathizers to be ready and be prepared for power in 2029. Zoom Lion begins Nairobi waste transformation, and also no bed is no excuse. Professor Akosa demands mandatory emergency care in hospitals. Professor Ajiman Bedu Akosa, he actually sat with Bernard Avler on the point of view on Wednesday, and this discussion actually happened there.
All right, so let's head to the Daily Graphic. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, we have Forestry Commission sets up camp to protect forest reserves. Don't ban second-hand clothing. Address the waste. Landfills to landmark school founder. And break elite state capture to bolster development. That's Professor Maoko Yevuga. And the big one here, GN Savings and Loans License restored. Court of Appeal ruling. Behind it, we have GFA Dope Nation collaborate to rally support for the Black Stars. I think this is a very interesting one. And last
Dope Nation, eh?
Yeah, I saw that. I was happy for them,
Kalika.
you know. So Ronaldo set for a record 6th World Cup campaign, and I saw this on the trend. A lot of people were talking about it. Yeah, Ronaldo being back and all that.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's come to the news center. On the front page of the news center yesterday, Sami Jemfi made his way to the Gamanche. So Sami Jemfi is the CEO of Good Board with Gamanche. And the Gamanche is actually asking that Reclaim Galamsey Lands for Youth project. This is from the Gamanche. You can see page 9 for that. Margins celebrate NIA at 20. You can see there Moses Kwesi Baden Jr. and he is the chairman of Margins Group, and also Wisdom Yaira Koku Deku, who is the executive secretary of NIA. ECD ready for rollout to facilitate cross-border trade, financial integration, and this coming from Dr. Isiama, who is the BOG boss. Agenda 111 site turn into weed smokers hideouts, snake den. If you don't complete the project, of course, people will find their way in there. This and more you can find on the front page of the news center.
That's
Yeah.
That's very
If
sad.
you don't complete the project, people will definitely stay there for you. And I have seen uncompleted projects, like when we went to the Gbese school, Sempe school.
the Sempe school.
Yes, people are staying there because they've not completed the project, and the project is just there. So definitely,
Such a
you find
beautiful
people,
building.
you find people staying there.
All right, so on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, the big one here, we actually have a picture of cattle crossing the street of Accra.
Yeah.
Outdated laws hindering stray animal controls. This is the vet service. I think it's true. There are so many animals walking around everywhere, and they're killing dogs and cats and things on the roads. It's just too bad. Only 1 in 4 severely malnourished children receive life-saving treatment. That's sad. South African xenophobic attacks. 800 Ghanaians seek repatriation. Wow, 800. That's a lot. Restore license of GN Savings and Loans. The court others BOG.
Beautiful, beautiful. On the front page of the Custodian newspaper starts with MPP to petition CJ over judges' misconduct in Abronye's case. Stop NDC from grabbing NPP projects. And this is coming from Baumia. He's urging the minority. Apenyo Markin fires NDC government over suffering farmers. Dumso political persecution and failed governance. And also that story is here. Gamanche praises Gold Board for protecting Ghana's gold sector.
All right, on the front page of the Chronicle, Osahe fires ministers over early race to succeed Mahama. Ghana on right path despite challenges, and this is by the majority leader Mahama Ayariga. Halt creeping culture of silence, Akomia tells Mahama. And here we have the scripture, Proverbs 20:21. An inheritance claimed too soon will not be blessed at the end. And of course, this is directed to Osahin firing the ministers over early race to succeed Mahama.
Beautiful one there. The Herald newspaper starts with the endless death threats against Mahama and wife raise security concerns. And it's getting too much. And it's getting too much.
So bad.
See,
I feel like because you think you have social
and you
media,
have data.
your little data. You see,
you put the
I
camera
really
in front
miss
of
the
you.
times that data was expensive, because not everybody could have access to it. Because right now that it's so cheap, everyone just thinks they can just put the camera in front of them and then just threaten anybody, insult anybody. And you know, they don't just throw insults like, oh, you are silly. Deep insults like this. Like, I'm like...
And death threats and all. There is one from one lady. Her name is... Akosia Sewa.
She's the one that was arrested.
Yeah, she's the one who has
But
been
you
arrested
see,
recently.
but you see, this also brings us
I'll
back
delve
to
deeper into that story.
This also brings us back to what people governing or people that are supposed to be in the political realm, that are supposed to be ahead of people, are supposed to do better, in the sense that most of them also do the same thing. You come on social media, you write things blatantly, you don't care sometimes.
And people will definitely follow suit.
People will definitely follow suit.
Yeah. Anyway, so Freddie Blay rejects Paula Foko's NPP chairmanship bid, declares this is Wuntumi's moment. Wow. I can see that a lot of people are really behind Wuntumi. Lands Minister to unmask national security figures in Galamsey. Bedu Kobi's estranged wife battles him over church, homes, and oil assets. Well, this is interesting. Crying Wuntumi get water break during a deputy AG's gluing cross-examination. And well, that's what you can find on the front page of the Herald newspaper.
All right, on the front page of the Inquisitor, at long last, restitution for power as GN Savings and Loans license is restored. NAPO takes center stage of Education World Forum. Lack of beds is not an excuse to refuse emergency care. This is by Professor Ajiman Beidu Akosa. And leave Ghana if you can't obey our laws. Fabag to shipping lines.
Beautiful. Let me give you the one on Daily Guide newspaper. The front page of the Daily Guide newspaper starts with this one. Minority demands probe into Dumso. Restore GN Savings and Loans license asset. This is BOG being ordered. Abronya freed on 100,000 Ghana cedis bill. And you can see there the picture, Abronya DC with wife's hand in wife's hands after bail yesterday. That was a beautiful one yesterday. Police chase Arabic teacher for defiling 2 boys. Really? TikToker arrested over Mohammed's death threat. And this is at page 6. Let me bring you that story. I feel people should just be careful how they go about with information out there, what they are saying, what you need not to say, and all that. TikToker arrested over Mahama death threat. A female TikToker, she's also called Mahama Aminat, has been arrested for allegedly threatening the life of President John Dramani Mahama on social media. The suspect, who is nicknamed Akosia Sewa Minat, also held and printable words at the First Lady, Mrs. Lodina Mahama. In a viral video that has actually gone rounds on various social media platforms, the suspect verbally attacked the First family without provocation and alleged incited members of the public to attack both the president and his wife, sparking public anger. Even some of her TikTok followers reportedly condemned the act. That is a weird attitude, and called for the authorities concerned to reprimand her. Sewa Minat was picked up by the Inspector General of Police's Cyber Vetting and Enforcement Team in a joint operation with the surveillance of the National Operations Department at Setre, Zongo in Setre, Kumewu district of the Ashanti region on Wednesday, May 20, 2026. So even if you are in a hole, you'll be found. Because I think the president has said it before that your IP addresses are not far from getting. Your IP address is what the phone you are using to do the video or whatever, however you are transmitting, definitely can get it. So please, just be careful out there. Her arrest was posted on the Ghana Police Service's official Facebook page. According to the report, the suspect, who is still in police custody, would be arraigned in the coming days after thorough interrogation by police. The police reaffirmed its commitment to dealing decisively with persons who use social media platforms to issue threats, spread offensive content, or endanger public peace and national security. So please, please, there is freedom of speech, which we know is in the Constitution, Act 162 or Act 163. I'm not a lawyer, but I have a few things I know. And if you think you can go in there and say things freely, make sure that what you're saying, your freedom ends where someone else's own begins. And you didn't want to be going around threatening people. It's not helping. When I saw the video myself and saying all sort of things that are unprintable,
it doesn't even make sense. So
when I saw the video, I was shocked.
I was so shocked, like the boldness.
I was shocked. Akosia Sewa Minat.
You even had to call her full name.
Yeah, she's called Mahama Minat or whatever. Akosia Sewa Minat. And this should actually serve as a deterrent to other TikTokers and other people who are hiding behind internet or behind the fact that it's a digital space now. So you would want to go out there and say everything and anything that we think that nobody will come after us. If you say certain things that would cause national security issues, they'll definitely come after you. So please, let's be careful. The internet is there for us to make money out of, to have fun and all that, but not to come and cause mayhem and also chaos for people to be scared. Why will you want to say that someone should go and attack the president? For what?
Yeah.
No. So you say that and you think nothing will happen to you. Well, we should do better. And kudos to the Ghana Police Service.
Yeah.
I say we are building trust gradually in the Ghana Police Service, because the little thing, there is a monitoring system they have. The little thing you say, they will be able to check it and come after you. So that's it. We go on to the portals now.
Yes, so let's head to the portals. I'm going to be starting with citynewsroom.com. And here we have nearly 30% of Ghanaians turn to betting to survive despite rising incomes. And as you can clearly see, those are people that probably lost their bets and they have their hands on their heads shouting, oh, hey, I can even hear their voices from the picture. But let's check other things. ORC set to delist 318 companies over compliance breaches. And Ghana renews call for justice over attack on peacekeepers in Lebanon. I doubt GN Bank will succeed, and this is by Toha Imere. PSP is full takeover, not participation. NETCO staff reject privatization. Publish arrears yearly or risk fiscal leakage, PAC tells government. A Akonta mining case, Wontumi insist concession deal was for reclamation only. PAC calls for closure of Kanda cow market over sanitation concerns. Baby, 2 others killed in Kaswa Winneba Highway accident. Oh my God, that's so sad. And Bagbin, security agencies don't need my permission to arrest MPs. And there you have it. We also have top trending stories. Ghana offers gateways to Africa's 1.4 billion market. Trade minister to Chinese investors. Radio station apologizes after accidentally announcing that of King Charles. Shipping firms must respect Ghana laws or exit market. This is by Fabac. And lastly, PAC others hold assembly officials to refund 138,000 Ghana cedis over missing revenue.
So let's come to citynewsroom.com. Start with tension rises as Ebola treatment center touched in DC. That is a DR Congo. And
that's very, very bad. Like, of all things to use as collateral damage for war or something, it has to be an Ebola center or a medical center where people are receiving treatment, where if whatever outbreak happens, it can even affect the East DRC.
Yeah.
So, like,
it's sad. And also, publish arrears yearly or risk financial leakage. This is Public Accounts Committee to government. Akonta mining case, Wontumi insist concession deal was for reclamation only. And also Public Accounts Committee call for closure of Kanda cow market over sanitation concerns, which is something that is growing in the capital. You pass everywhere and someone is selling either a car somewhere or someone is selling a cattle somewhere or something. So it actually has to be checked. So we that is coming from the Public Account Committee that should actually be checked. Baby, 2 others killed in Kaswa Winneba Highway accident. And that also you can find on citynewsroom.com. Shipping firms must respect. This is, we are reading from the citynewsroom.com, citynewsroom.com. So you can go there and find more stories on that. This one also says that Bagbane to MPs pursue parliamentary debate with civility. With civility, be civil, and whatever you say when it comes to parliament debate. But Bagbane is still advising that security agencies don't need my permission to arrest MPs. Yes, and this also the Public Accounts Committee orders whole assembly officials to refund 138k over missing revenue. And this says that Ablakwa must brief Parliament on delay South Africa evacuation. This is Abu Jinapor speaking there. Anti-LGBT bill must be passed before adjournment. This is coming from the speaker as well. Gomwa in Putrim hit by water crisis after Winneba Highway works damaged supply, that's water supply lines. Minority government must address detention of NP in the Netherlands, and we are talking about that MP who has been detained in the Netherlands, and it's been long. And they are asking that the Asante Akim North MP Ohene Kwame Frimpong, well, the government should do something about it to address that concern. A lot more we have on citynewsroom.com. You'd want to log on to citynewsroom.com and get all this and these information that you need. The last one is this is One to Miss moment. Freddie Blay backs NPP national chairman hopeful. So I've seen a lot of people supporting One to Be. To me, he's an interesting character. Yeah. He's an interesting character. So this is stronger than appetite. So
appetite. That's a bit of an extreme.
Want to miss moment. So that is it. Before we go on a quick break, let me take the Ebola story.
Yeah.
And there's a resident in a town at the center of an Ebola outbreak in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo have set fire to a treatment facility after being prevented from taking the body of a local man, and underscoring deep mistrust and anger around the response to the virus. The attack took place on Thursday in Rupara, if I got the name right, in Iltiri province, where health workers have been struggling to contain the disease in an area with few medical facilities and where many people are displaced by conflict. Witnesses said a group of young men stormed the center after authorities refused to release the body of a friend who was believed to have died from Ebola. The group then set fire to parts of the facility. Oh, how wicked can you be?
Yeah.
It's not nice. It's not nice. Now that the cases are on the rise and other countries are being careful and all that, DR Congo, you are rather recording more cases. You are burning the treatment centers. So how then will you be treated? Anyway, we just have to be careful with these things, and we are just hoping and praying that the authorities there would take charge of whatever is happening, and other countries as well also learn from it, because like we said, Ebola has actually spread before.
Yeah.
That was somewhere 2015, and we saw that COVID in 2020, 2022 was actually far away from us, very far away from us, somewhere in China, and later came gradually to West Africa, got to Ghana. So we have to just be careful, and we just be keeping our eyes on stories like these. Anyway, stay with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel One TV. You know, today we spoke about the fact that we'll be having our sector conversation on mental health. The Mental Health Authority is in-house. We'll be talking about that. So please keep your messages coming. It's very interactive, it's conversational, so that we can be asking them the questions you want asked about mental health. Because when we started with that track, happy yourself, because happiness is medicinal and has to work with your mental health as well. So stay with us here. We'll have that conversation after this break.
June to 19 July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches, as little as 58 Ghana cedis, live on Supersport, only on DSTV.
Every day, we make choices. Some big, some small.
What would you be doing today?
I want this, or...
Every day, we make choices. And sometimes, choices that shape our hearts.
Hi.
Whether it's a long-term or short-term decision, the Lydia Ranger gives you the power to truly decide. With Lydia, you truly decide.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabedim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily right here. And as we told you, we're about to have a conversation. And this time we're going to be focusing on the Mental Health Authority. And in studio with us, we have the CEO of the Mental Health Authority, Dr. Eugene K. Doye, and we are going to be having this conversation. And this is something that affects a lot of people. And sometimes you might know there's something wrong with you, but you are shy to speak about it because you don't know how society is going to perceive it. And sometimes you don't even know. So this is the best time for you to listen. Just sit back, relax, and then listen and send in your questions if you have any. Hi, Doc. How are you?
I'm good.
How's
Thank
everything?
you. Very good. Very well.
All right, so straight, let's get into the conversation.
Sure.
First of all, what is mental health?
All right. I mean, and this is one thing I love when I'm introducing students, usually the healthcare students, to mental health, what it is. So it talks about four main things, okay? One of them is that this is the health, not the illness, that you are able to cope with normal stresses of life. Coming here this morning is not my usual.
Yeah.
That was
a bit stressful for you.
Yeah, but I should be able to overcome that and not say because of that I cannot work today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that stress is you're able to overcome. You know your own potentials, okay? And then you also work meaningfully and productively. And the last is to, contribute to your society. So if we are not contributing to our society, if we are not being productive, that means we are not mentally healthy. So
if you're
all of us are either
not
at
contributing,
home, yeah. So if you are home, you may be a home care. I mean, I was brought up by a homemaker, and I never call them housewife. They are never housewife. My mom was a homemaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she made the home. Made sure that yes, after school, everything was organized for my dad. For everything was organized.
Yeah,
so
she's a homemaker.
They were making home, not housewife. They were not housewives.
I like that.
Yeah. So either you are at home, making a home as a parent, as a child, you are duty to go to school to learn, to get skills and all that. So you should be what we call socially functional. So when people, are not able to be productive, when people are not contributing to the society, when people are not able to harness their potentials or things around them, family, community, to overcome normal stresses of life, then we say you have an ill health. And this is it's almost like a spectrum. So you may be very healthy, mentally healthy.
Yeah.
Then you may just have, average health. You may have ill health, and you may have an illness, actually, a disorder.
Right.
Wow.
And when you look at it, even in societies, it looks like this is sad to say, but we still need to say it. If you take countries as individuals, almost the countries that have a huge natural resources tend to have poor mental health.
And why is that?
Yeah, because of their natural resources, they depend on that and not think. So if you look at countries like Singapore, Japan, they don't have much natural resources. So they use their head more or less to convert natural resources to finished products. So Japan will import everything to make cars and to the whole world and sell out. So they are thinking.
So they keep their brain
So they are using
working.
their mind. So when we talk about mental health, we should be measuring it with productivity.
Oh.
Are we using our mind?
No, not really. That's what he meant.
I am Ghanaian, so obviously I am very Ghanaian.
But that's what he just meant.
It has to be clear, plain language.
Because it's quite sad. Take only countries like US, Russia, and probably the Arab countries. Are those who have natural resources and still, use their head.
Wow.
Otherwise, the rest of us, look at DR Congo.
Right, exactly what we just talked about.
Terrible news this morning.
Yeah.
Banned at a hospital because we are preventing you from getting sick.
Yeah.
And you been at the hospital, that will take care of you when you are sick. So it's kind of disheartening that sometimes they even call it a curse. That's the, Dutch curse, that we have resources and that rather become
our curse.
Our problem.
Wow.
Because look at Ghana. We've mined gold over 200 years. When we started doing it ourselves, we pollute all the waters.
Thank you.
Come on.
Is there a link between illegal mining and mental health? Let's start with that.
No. So like I'm saying, if you are not productive, if you're not contributing to your society meaningfully, you are not mentally healthy. I'm not saying you are mentally ill,
but
so you are not mentally healthy.
You're not using more of your mental capacity.
Because
basically.
look at it. Every doctors treat your eyes, or your liver, your kidney, your heart, because we know there is a function of your mind. Without that, nobody will really want to treat a hole in the heart for somebody who's on the street. If they have a hole in the heart, do you want to go and repair their heart? They give them a heart transplant? Of course not. So if you look at it, it's just because of our mind, because of our social function. Then that brings into, cognizance what we should do with the rest of our body. So if I had to use my mind and my heart is not giving me the opportunity, we go and repair your heart for you to use your mind.
Okay.
So if you don't have the mental health, probably you are just as good like other non-human stuff around.
Recently, there was something coming from the Konfanoti Teaching Hospital that has recorded surge in mental health cases and getting about 15,000 OPD visits annually. Does it mean that the numbers are increasing in the country, or how is it going from where you sit as a CEO?
Yeah. So, I mean, from where I sit, and of course I said I'm fully Ghanaian. I grew up in Kumasi. So
you're just putting it out there so it doesn't sound insultive, right?
Yeah. I mean, no. What is happening is that there's increased awareness.
Yeah. Okay.
We have improved mental health literacy. And so now we have people seeking health care more. And there's one thing probably I should commend the Otumfo's wife, Lady Julia. She has an Eve Foundation, that to take care of women's health, but also mental health of people. And you see, that is very huge for somebody coming from Kumasi, because typically the Asantes don't accept any royal or have a mental illness. So for Otumfo, the Menshia Palace to come out to be associated with mental illness, that is huge. It shows a whole paradigm shift. There's a shift, from where people thought, I mean, there were families cared with mental illnesses. I mean, there were a time that as a faculty, we wrote to the media people that they should stop those movies where when somebody's a bad person in the movie, they become mentally ill. As if it's a curse. Mental illness is actually a punishment for, So many people thought that to be mentally ill, it means that your parents did, somebody did something wrong. But unfortunately, it's just like any illness, which any of us may have. And it's not one condition. There are a variety of conditions.
Yes, let's talk about the variety of conditions. We know about the common ones are depression and anxiety and all that, but can you break it down for us? Like, let us talk deep.
So when you look at, the mind, we have what we call how to assess the mind. Okay. So the general principle is that we behave the way we do because of what we are thinking. So you are dressed feminine because you believe you are a female. If you rather believe that you are not a female, probably you think you are, a young boy, you may probably be able to, derobe in front of everybody here, because your mind is that you are that of a 2-year-old boy. So what it is that when people's mind are not working as expected, then they have an illness. So one of them, the areas is you can look at just their behavior. Like I said, behavior is from how you think. So if I had doubts coming in studio here that these cameras are actually spying on me to kill me, I may just enter the studio, then start checking under the chair whether to see something is wrong. So you see that behavior as abnormal. But the rationale is that I have suspicion that you might hurt me. And that is what the majority of illnesses come from. So they are, a change in the belief system of the mind. So these are people who usually will think that the state is coming after me, the traffic lights is red because of me. Stuff like that. And they are very difficult to identify and get them help, because all of us have grown believing our own minds. So if my mind tells me that you are suspicious, you want to kill me, why should I let you go off the hook? If you look at the case of the guy who wanted to kill President Mahama some years ago, his thinking was that when Atta Mills died, he was supposed to be the next president. So they didn't make him. So if he had killed the current president, then I will become. That is all.
So what will we categorize that? Will we categorize that as schizophrenia?
So that is, if you look at it, there's a schism in their thinking. So you want to be a president by committing a crime. So you see that there's a sharp divide between reality and what they are thinking. So that's why we said that they have a schizophrenia.
Okay, so they have schizophrenia.
That is schizophrenia. So that is a thinking
because
disorder.
that they believe they're someone else, or they believe something different
yeah.
about their lives.
So it's mainly about, their belief system which have changed.
All right.
Yeah, because like suddenly he believes that he should be the next president. I believe that no, this whole place belongs to me, so I should be able to order anybody around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the other one we go is the mood. So your mood is your prevailing state. That is whether you're happy or sad. There are people who may get so down, feel so down with no apparent reason. That's what we call a depressive disorder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very important when people talk about depression. Because not every depression is a depression.
Yeah.
All right. So let me break that down. So there's another condition called bipolar.
Yeah.
So in bipolar, they move from a state of extreme happiness
to extreme state.
or irritability. Then they also move to depressive mood.
Yeah.
So because of that one, we always have to make sure that not every depression you see is a depressive disorder. It may be a bipolar that you are seeing as a depressive disorder. Many other general conditions give a lot of anxiety and depressive symptoms, like a heart failure. If you get a heart attack, there's a fear of an impending doom. That's an anxiety. After about half of stroke patients will get a depression. So there's a big link between your general health care and how you feel. And unfortunately, when people who have mental illness or who have a condition and they have mental illness, they get worse because of the comorbidity with the mental illness. Because one of them, for instance, if you are depressed, is that I don't need to even go out and eat. I feel so lazy. I'm in bed throughout. I won't take my medication. So if you have a high blood pressure, that also goes unchecked.
It can kill you.
Then we have the anxiety disorders, which many people are familiar with. Like you are afraid of something happening to you in the next moment. You are afraid that if I sleep, I might not wake up. You are afraid that something bad is going to happen. I have this just feeling, and that disables you. Formerly, we thought of it as a minor condition, but that is not minor at all. I've seen
Doc, you know why I'm laughing?
A whole senior pastor who couldn't mount the pulpit for a whole year
because of
anxiety.
Yeah.
So it is not a minor condition that people think is a minor. It is very disabling, very, very disabling.
So during the COVID period, because there were a lot of death stories and and bad news in the air, I sort of like developed that, and because I was also listening to a lot of bad news when people were also sending me stuff, because I had this social media page where we talk about mental illness, so I was not prepared for all that news, so it sort of like bombarded me, hit me hard. I was having anxiety. I didn't know what it was, but I always felt like if I sleep, I'm gonna die. I'm the next. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And I didn't know what anxiety was. So I had to go and talk to my doctor. First of all, I called my sister. They were like, "You want to talk to a pastor?" And luckily, I had a good pastor. The pastor was like, "No, this is nothing spiritual. It's just anxiety. You need to see a doctor." So I went to see a doctor. They were like, "Yeah, you have like anxiety."
Doc, I want to find out for you, is our current lifestyle or the way we are working, the way we go about our day-to-day activities, also having a toll on our mental health?
Yes. One, because of the nature of life today, and two, because of urbanization.
Right.
So the first one I will talk about, for instance, is something like addiction, gambling, for instance.
Yeah. This one we saw
those
a story
days,
that nearly 30% of...
those days, people were taking lotto. We didn't realize they were gambling. That was gambling.
So it has always been there.
So it has always been there. It has always been there. So there were lotto, and people were taking all types of lotto, bag wares, and whatever it was. Now they've moved on to another condition we call, screen addiction.
Yeah.
So now people are using the screens that they cannot get rid of the screen. I've seen a student, University of Ghana, using about 16 hours a day on social media.
16 hours.
16 hours.
And
it's a gentleman. I mean, I said, how do you do that? So I'll go on TikTok for 1 hour, I go on X, and go and by the time I finish, they have brought in new content.
New content, yeah.
That's gone back
so
again.
Yeah, you just see yourself doom scrolling. True.
Yeah, and it's like, and I mean, I've had a medical student who we had to treat for her screen addiction before she could move on. We've had doctors who've been birthing. I mean, that well anyway. Doctors are part of the population, so they do get the same condition that everybody will get. But the point is that it's not for the poor. The people who birth are not the poor.
So let me ask you, if you are now glued to birthing, and you can't do anything about it, maybe help us understand. Is that a mental disorder?
Yeah, you have an addiction.
So addictions are seen as
so when I say addiction, this is something you keep doing even though you know it is harmful to you. And the harm can be medical, social, legal. Okay, if my wife don't want me to drink
and you keep drinking
and I keep on drinking alcohol, that is a disorder. I mean, if I have to, because for the birthing, and it's so funny that the people can't even realize that the birthing companies are in business to make money. Yet the people who birth believe, they will make money out of them. And they see these companies always expanding. But they believe that, yes, so that they are chasing their losses. That is one cardinal symptom for addiction. Once you realize that you are chasing your losses, because you see, gambling itself is like a game. It's called adult games. So it means if I made my money, I just that thing I can spend 5,000 this Friday, this evening. Then I go to the casino and bet with that money, because that is excess money which won't affect me anyway. But when people begin to bet hoping that they are going to reap in money, that is obviously a delusion, and that is a sickness, because you definitely do not, there's nobody who wins bet and become rich. I mean,
wow.
Even those who make a jackpot, unfortunately for them, they believe they'll hit the next jackpot again. So they'll put in every money that they won in the first time.
Have you had people or patients come to your facility as a result of losing a bet or something? Just things go off up there?
Plenty, a lot of them. I'm dealing with a lot of them. A lot. I mean, it's not like, so we have students in the university betting, we have high school students betting. I mean, it's that serious. It's quite unfortunate we are not really looking into it, but as a people, that is a time bomb.
What can be done about it? As, say, a government or the authorities, what can be done about this to ensure that the numbers are reduced, or people who are not getting into that kind of behavior will be stopped?
Yeah, so what as an authority we are planning to do from this year going is to reach out many people as possible with mental health literacy, because when people become mental health literate, when people understand what mental illness and what mental health is, they will become mentally healthy. So, and that fit into the president, free primary health care. So we want to have free primary, mental health care. That means that we want to get people into the communities, talk to people that, hey, if you realize that you spend money a lot on this, you may have a condition. So don't go further. So we need people to be educated on the fact that there are conditions, there are systems that when you are sick, you can get treatment. We are also moving away from the hospital in terms of bringing people into the mental hospital. We are looking at making sure that every regional hospital has a unit, every district hospital have a bed for mentally ill people, so that everybody anywhere should get treatment at where they live. The step up, I might say, the government is doing this time around, which I have been tasked seriously to get it done. Time is taken, is the e-counseling. So we want to get to a level where we can call for help. You call, say I have this challenge, then you are directed to where help is. Okay, where do you live? All right, so I'm living at Bebiani, Western region. Okay, let's see which area is close to you. Go on Monday and see this person. You will be sorted. So that is where the minister, through the president, have tasked the authority to get done by this year. And that is what we are at. The other reason we have to go that way too is that, I mean, currently I'm on traditional media. And I tell my kids sometimes, I'm going on TV. So, Daddy, we don't watch TV. We don't, it's to the radio. Yes. So we are still stuck in our old-fashioned way of mass education. It's no longer through the traditional media anymore. We should get into the TikToks, into the social media. I mean, it's so funny. I mean, I thought I was a young guy, but my kids have made me realize that I'm too old. Yeah, because they told me they don't have a Facebook account. So Facebook is for old people.
For old people.
What?
It is.
I mean, Facebook is for old people. What are you talking about?
It is for boomers.
I mean, when we were like, well, now we're on Facebook, we could send pictures and all that. Now they say, oh, it's for old people. Yeah, so we need to get into the spaces where young people are, because mental illness affects young people. And that is what we need to be getting into. Into their spaces, the social media. That's why we should get the communication to them. So we are trying to adopt a system where we can have what they call telepsychiatry. Where we can have the practitioners or healthcare givers on a platform like WhatsApp with
Zoom or something like that.
I mean with the community. So for instance, there's one in Accra which has started about 13 years ago. Yes, since 2013. Okay, where we on the platform we're able to tell whether somebody's getting ill or not. Then we offer help. I'm on the same platform with Abina Koko. She also has one platform like that for bipolar disorder. So we want to use this social media to support people.
So to build communities.
To build communities online, because it's difficult for people to really now meet physically.
So is there a possibility, you just mentioned Abuna Koko, is there a possibility to work with people who are already doing this? Because if you look on the internet, if you look on social media, there are already people that have taken out their times to build communities. So is there a possibility to work with those people? And then my second question will be, what about rehabs? Are you thinking of building rehabilitation centers? Because that's also one thing that's very important. Like if you look at developed countries, I mean Ghana is developed too. If you look at very developed countries, people just realize something is wrong with them, walk into the rehab, and then you say, you know what, I think I need to be in rehab.
Yeah. So we have a long way to go about seeking health care. And for those already in the space, so currently, one of the big things we do is to use what we call lived experience. So lived experience is not only people who have had a mental ill health before, but people who have had a mental ill health and how they got help. Because there's always a challenge to getting help. So we currently, work with a lot of people with lived experience. And we always tell them they should tell us what will work best for them. And that is the way today we go. So we have meetings with people with lived experiences. We tell them, okay, what do you think will be best for you?
All right. So
and then we do that.
Right. So basically they share their coping mechanisms.
Yes. And this has become formalized.
It's very formalized.
So we do all that. When it comes to rehab, that is a very big gap. Which, I don't know how to put it. So when you look at health care, we have the primary, the secondary, the tertiary. So when we look at primary, we are looking at prevention and promotion of health. Secondly, we are looking at the treatment of people who fall ill. When people fall ill and we treat them, some of them will have complications. They are the ones we rehabilitate. So we have to get that rehabilitation generally, and then a new one for drug of addiction, drugs of abuse. So all the 3 psych hospitals have got rehabs inside them. It's not really, a plan I would go for, because it's more like what we call double stigma. Mental illness is stigmatized, addiction is also stigmatized. So if you put addiction rehab in a mental hospital, they suffer both. Because people with addiction may not have a mental illness. They have addiction. Addiction is not considered a brain disease. Then there are private rehabs in Accra. I know there's one in Koforidua, actually 2 in Koforidua. I know about a few in Kumasi as well. So there are people in the rehab space.
All right.
But government owned is usually in the 3 mental hospitals, which is Accra Psychiatric Hospital, Pantan Hospital, and then Ankafo. Yeah, they all have rehab for addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you look at the data in Ghana, what is the highest, most suffered mental illness or mental disorder that we are dealing with, or what comes to the table more?
Yeah. So when you look at that, we usually would tend to have that's a misnomer. So if you look at the hospital data, the number 1 will be schizophrenia.
Okay.
And then the bipolars. Then addiction. But those are the serious people who went to the mental hospitals. But the bulk of people who have anxiety disorders
they don't
go to the general side.
Yeah.
So you might think that this is the most common mental illness. Meanwhile, there are other mental illnesses which are not seen in the mental hospitals. And we don't document them as such. So it's very important, because, a condition like schizophrenia is believed to affect about 0.9% or 1% of every adult population. And twice that number will have a bipolar. And another, number will have a depressive disorder. So these are 3 major conditions. And they are the ones who come to the mental hospital.
Right.
In Ghana, there is a bit of, I don't know what to call it. The mental health people also treat epilepsy, which is not a mental disorder.
It's not a mental disorder.
Yeah, so if you look at our numbers, epilepsy is also up there. Which shouldn't be.
Epilepsy is neurological, right?
Exactly. So epilepsy should be seen by a neurologist.
Yes.
Not a psychiatrist.
Not a psychiatrist.
Yeah, but they come to us, they come to the mental health nurses, because of the free health care. Because if they go to the hospital, the general hospitals, they were paying for their medication. So all along, when we had a cash and carry years ago, for epilepsy, they were getting their care at the mental hospitals for free. So we've not been able to come out of that yet.
Oh, so that is also in the data.
So that's also in the data. So when
isn't that problematic?
It is. It doesn't make sense to say that one of your top mental conditions is epilepsy. Everybody asks you, are you sure? Do you know why you are doing at all? Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But mental health, national health covers mental health.
So from this year, the National Health Authority decided that they will pay for 4 conditions, which are the big 4 anyway. The anxiety disorders, depressive disorders, bipolar, and schizophrenia. So these were the 4 conditions that they said they will pay for.
Yet to happen.
It's yet to happen because of so we have not traditionally been with the health journey, because mental health care is free, paid for by government. So because of that, we don't have that approach to be able to bill health insurance that, okay, we are seeing this condition, so pay for us. So it's now requiring us to have a new set of system to set and all that. And unfortunately, it came with the new e-medical records we are having, which is the GIMS. So the GIMS is being rolled out before we take care of the other issues. And that is why there's a challenge. But otherwise, the government's supposed to pay for mental health services without taxes anyway. So the law is that mental health shall be free. And I must commend the Health Insurance Authority so that they kind of get the medications for us to treat for the patient freely. So, I mean, the government procures the drugs.
Yeah.
But sometimes when they are not in, because of their supply chain blocks, then patients may have to buy it out of pocket.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Do we have adequate drugs stock for that?
I mean, so the drug challenge is it's probably a teething problem we have, because government purchases a bulk of them that are used for many patients freely, but because of that, the pharmacists also don't stock them.
Yeah.
So when people are ill and they want to get, private mental health care, it's as if it's not there for them because the pharmacists are not stocking their medication. So, I must say they are doing well now, because now we have a variety of the medications in private sector, but they tend to be quite expensive. So it's almost like either you pay so much an arm and a leg for it, or it's free.
Right. So
that I think there should be some middle ground somewhere for the middle class like us to also benefit.
There.
So, Doc, when you look at the situation, or when you look at the data that also comes in, do you think we're doing well when it comes to helping those with schizophrenia? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there has been a massive improvement.
Are they getting better?
Yes. I mean, I'm just trying to tell you my trajectory. I've been in mental health since 2005.
Oh, wow.
From a Pantan hospital.
So that's 21 years.
Yeah. And at that time, we had only about 3 medications to treat anybody with schizophrenia. Only 3 drugs. And their side effects were there. Now we have more than 10 or even about 15 different medications just to treat schizophrenia. And they all have their side effect profile, which may be good for people. So what I'm trying to say is that we have improved the quality of mental health care as at now. When I graduated in 2009, there were only 12 psychiatrists in the country. Now we can boast of over 80 psychiatrists, and we have about 40 to 50 in training. So in the next 3 years, we should have about 150.
So what are the facilities?
Yeah, so the challenge now that authority is having is that we train them and they stay in Accra and Kumasi. So from this year, and I'm in talk with my young doctors, some of them are willingly going out to other regions because we want them to provide a service in those regions. So currently we are looking at how they would move from the center where they trained to the regions. At least I've had young doctors accept to go to Upper East, Western region, and then lately I have 2 going to Bono.
Oh, nice.
Is it? I think, no, let me see. They have Bono East and Ahafo. I think it's Bono.
Okay.
Yeah, the one in Chinyane is Bono.
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 So
we're trying to get more psychiatrists in there. The other problem as a nation we have in terms of a human resource is the psychologists. They don't get employed.
Yes.
So there's a huge gap where we could have used non-drug therapy, which is the psychology, but they don't get employed at all.
Why?
Okay, one of them is when you are in IMF, you can only recruit essential nurses and doctors.
Okay.
I mean, beyond that,
or they don't see the importance of psychotherapy.
We do. You see, the reality is that when it comes to healthcare, people look at the big numbers, doctors, nurses. So they are recruited every year. There are so many other programs in health, audiology, speech therapy, so many of them. And nobody employs them like the way we employ doctors and nurses. You see, for doctors and nurses, the government will come out and say, for all those who finish in the year 2022, now you're getting your clearance, your posting. But that doesn't happen for the other.
But that
affects even pharmacists as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they also don't get employed like every year getting into the job market. So, and
but do you seek their services?
Most of people.
Yeah, do you seek their services? Because like I've had conversations with therapists before, and they have mentioned some of this, that even some of the agencies like the police and everything, because like let's say DOFSU deals with sexual and gender-based violence. Sometimes you need to direct them to therapists, but they never. So the therapists were complaining to me that they never direct them to them because they want to do it, but meanwhile they are not trained therapists. So what I want to ask now: do you go for their services even though you do not employ them? Do you still say you can speak to these people?
I mean, if you look at the teaching centers where the psychologists are, like until last year, I was a full-time academic at UHAS. I mean, we have about 3 psychologists there. If you go to Kolebu, even the head of psychiatrists even may soon be a psychologist. So for those teaching centers, we have them there and we use their services. The problem is beyond the teaching centers, beyond the teaching hospitals or the mental hospitals. Do we have them? One big area we neglect is school mental health or the mental health of young people. So mental illnesses usually happen in the teenage. And the best people to identify them are teachers.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we don't train our teachers. The education service trains some teachers in so-called counseling, quote and unquote.
Yeah.
And those counselors in schools are not doing only counseling.
Exactly.
They actually teach and add on the counseling, as if the counseling is a small bit. But we put about 2,000 children in a high school with one psychologist. How?
That's not good.
I mean, how?
Yeah.
So the school system today be able to employ a lot of them and identify them. I mean, you'll be surprised how many of us, I mean, I'm sure many of you have heard stories about people who are not good in school. They travel outside the country, then suddenly they become
very
geniuses.
great. Yeah, but they were not good in their own environment.
Nobody identified their challenges. Wow. I mean, I have the permission of, Emmanuel Sakwao to talk about him. I don't know whether you guys know him.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sakwao.
Yeah, he has dyslexia. He can read.
Yeah.
He can read.
He can spell. Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy can think.
Yeah.
So if he was in our system in school, he would say that we're born, so throw him out.
Yeah.
And the guy got a great mind.
Are you referring to the husband of Gifty Auntie?
Yes, yes. This guy got a great mind. So because we didn't identify his dyslexia early, it means that we can't teach him, we cannot train him. And he's thrown out.
Wow. Are you financially constrained when it comes to the authority? And I've seen that we've been saying that we want funds for the authority to run its operations and all that. Tell us about it.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, going forward, I don't know whether I was appointed only last August. And I would say that from August, government had kind of given the money that we have budgeted for so far for the mental health authority. So currently, we wouldn't say we are financially challenged as we used to say in the past. And I must commend the health minister in this regard because he made a personal intervention that, hey, we want mental health to do this. He only told me, tell me, Eugene, what are your challenges? Let's solve them.
Beautiful.
That's what he told me. So he's very much active in the mental health space and looking for me to deliver. Now, I said, I've given you the resources, deliver. Now. So for this year, I wouldn't say we have any financial challenge at all, What probably has been the current, the challenge that because we've been striving for funds for a long while, we don't also think of getting funds to do any big thing.
Oh, nice.
So because of that, it looks like we don't even think big. Because when I brought in this thing about telepsychiatry, it's like we can't afford it. Yeah, but I mean, I believe that we should be able to get people with, use their data to have a teleconference. I mean, so that we can treat people. There's no way we can reach everybody. We can't train people enough to go to everywhere. But everybody may have a mobile phone.
Yeah, but saying that means you can support people that are already doing that, because there are people that are already doing that.
Which we are doing that big time.
Okay.
We are doing that big
because
time.
I know there are organizations that are already started things like that. So it will be easier to just collaborate and support them than trying to start all over again.
That is also one other challenge we have in, it's not only Ghana, but most like developing countries. We tend to work in silos. So, because since I took office, I'm now getting to know some data from University of Ghana, some from UHAS. Even when I was UHAS, I didn't even know them. All these are in mental health. So we work in silos. We kind of, everybody trying to do their own small thing.
Instead of
one of my
collaborating.
major challenges is to, coalesce all of these ones so that we have a unified, improved mental health system in Ghana. But that is where I think we should get to, where every Ghanaian everywhere must be able to access quality mental health care with their rights respected. But usually we abuse the right of persons with mental illness. And it's so crazy. The churches do that. They chain them in the rain and the sun. We force them to fast. Unfortunately, fasting is a stressor. So when they fast, they get more ill. So there's a lot that we have to do. We are ably supported by ICGC. They are promised us 500,000 cities this year. To support our work. So, gradually the populace are understanding, we are becoming a bit more mental health conscious. And I want us to get to the level where we actually relate this to our productivity. Because it's been shown, I think I should get that study, that every dollar spent in mental health will bring in $7 in GDP.
Oh, wow. Now, Doc, let's come to the facilities.
So if we invest in mental health, we're actually going to increase our productivity.
Now, recently, Pantine Hospital calls for support after rains that
damaged their roofs.
And Accra Psychiatric Hospital has also been calling for support and other facilities. What is the current state of the various facilities where, let me say, mental hospitals?
So the facilities themselves are old. At least Accra Psych is about 120 years. They were built in 1906. Pantine is about 50 years, and Ankafo is about 60 years. So they have these old structures which are there, and they need revamping. But the critical challenge we have now is stealing of the lands of these hospitals.
You mean encroachment?
People are, I won't say encroach, they are stealing. They are just steal the land and build on it. And because we wanted to have a place like Pantine should have a whole hospital. They have a theater. They do surgeries. We should provide holistic health care. And we should get that, done to. Now people are, developers are seeing Pantine land to be prime land now, and everybody just grabbing them. And we definitely need funds to put up structures. For that, we will need, For if we get people to get in to build out the structures, that would be awesome. For instance, where Accra Psych is, this prime land. If you can build a state-of-the-art mental health facility, that would be for teaching. So we should get that quality there. It's quite unfortunate that we still somehow think in the 1950s where people were put into asylum. We've moved away from that, and we want to improve people and help them to become more functional in society.
So you go back to what you said in the beginning. Those countries that resources don't really
use their mind.
So we're not really using our,
I mean, it's quite sad.
Okay, yeah. So
seriously.
Now, you mentioned that there's a research that shows $1 spent on mental health brings $7 back return in GDP.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I also was in a forum where they were discussing wellness and lifestyle. Wellness and health incorporated in corporate world. Do you think the corporate world also contributes to some of these issues? And
are the corporate organizations or are companies dealing well when it comes to the mental health of their employees? Or let me say, everybody at all in the corporate institution?
Yeah, I mean, this is quite a great question, I mean, I think from 2011, when I've been pushing for this, it's called Employee Assistance Program, where the concept is that we spend most of our wakeful hours at work.
Mm-hmm.
So that work should also provide the treatment when we are mentally unstable. That is called Employee Assistance Programs. So we are supposed to get every corporate organization a focal point, usually a psychologist, who would kind of scan the whole, organization, not only for the persons themselves, but their dependent as well. Because if my son is battling addiction, I may not come here this morning.
I will not be productive.
I will not be productive. So we're supposed to have employee assistance program that will scan the environment, find out people or employees who are going through challenges. And then we help them at work than to wait for them to get so ill when they are suicidal. Then we have to admit them to spend time off. Because when we do that, we pay a lot more, and then they also stay away from work, and we lose the productivity. We think the more expensive one is what we call presenteeism.
You are there, but you're absent.
The person is there, so because you are here, I cannot give your job to her. Yet you are not doing your job. But you are in. You are at work. You are just in. So the work stays.
They just sits down there.
Yes. And if I take your job to her, you get angry. True. So if we don't solve these mental health challenges of employees and their dependents, it comes back to hurt the organization. Because the organization will not become that productive.
And who in the organization is supposed to deal with that?
Like I said, we should usually have somebody in HR, usually a psychologist, who kind of talk to people, have the confidence of the staff, because you will not usually get the person to treat you there, but the focal person can link you to services. So, okay, I think for your condition, or for your son's condition, for your daughter's condition, let's send her to Ankafo rather. This will help. Because once the employee knows that can is being taken care of, they have the free mind to work and be more productive. You see, the whole thing is about we realizing that we are productive because of our minds, not because of my physical presence or because of my muscles. If we realize that our minds are the most productive thing that we have as a country, most productive resource, then we take everything to protect that mind, make sure that that mind transforms our resources into wealth.
So that means companies need to be more proactive than reactive.
Very, very proactive.
Let me ask over what Chris likes a lot, rest. Can rest help also heal or address the issue of mental health?
So sleep, rest is more or less to kind of recalibrate. So that is very important. And it's strange. I mean that now we have evidence that when people are stressed out, it's not only psychological, we have chemical evidence that they actually grow or age faster than others. So
if you are stressed,
so rest is very important, and you need to make time to rest, and it's very, very important. We don't necessarily go by the 6 hours or 8 hours or 9 hours.
But people say if you sleep a lot, you become poor.
You say if you sleep a lot,
you become poor.
But of course, if you sleep a lot, you have to be poor.
Yes.
When you're sleeping, I don't use your head.
You don't use your head. So literally, how many hours will you say that a person should rest?
No. So that I'm saying that we are not back down on the hours per se, but we call, a good sleep when you feel rested. So when you wake up this morning, you do feel like, oh, I've got energy to work today.
Okay.
That is a good sleep. So it's not about the number of hours, but how you feel after the sleep, after that period. Do you feel rested? Do you feel more energized to do more? And that is what we are looking for. Because sometimes you may sleep, but hey, if you know there is going to be, how to get through the flight to go to work, and my boss will sack me tomorrow morning, I will not sleep throughout the night. Even though I may get all the 10 hours of sleep, but I still not sleep. And so it's very important we are mindful of that. It's very important that, labor unions push organizations to have employee assistance programs so that every organization should have it. And when they have it, they'll promote their own mental health. But if you leave it for the organization leadership or management, they may never, because management always think it is a cost, even though in reality it's been shown that it always increases our productivity. But it's difficult for people to appreciate the numbers that no, if I spend this on EAP, probably I wouldn't have incurred this hospital bill.
We are having some messages, Chris will be short, but I want to find out, is there a link between substance abuse and mental health illness?
Okay, so formally, I'd say until probably the last 15, 20 years, we thought abuse is a mental disorder. Currently, it is considered a brain disease, like epilepsy. Because when I say something is a mental disorder, it's more or less how the mind functions that is impaired. But the brain disease means that we can see changes in your brain, that this has changed, and that is why you're having this symptom, like a stroke. So addiction has now moved to brain diseases, but we know that it will damage a part of your brain, what they call the pleasure center of your brain. Unfortunately, the addiction can also give you mental health conditions. That is the unfortunate part of it. So you may have addiction, you may also have another mental disorder. Maybe let me tell you one that is very common. I believe most people would have seen it in high school. People who don't smoke marijuana or just have started smoking marijuana, you see them running around in school that they are going crazy. And so that is cannabis-induced anxiety disorder. So commonly for those who don't smoke much, they smoke a few.
And they start misbehaving.
They start misbehaving, and there's this fear that they are going mad. They always use that word, "I'm going mad." So that is an anxiety disorder. If you drink too much alcohol is what they call a depressant. So if you drink too much alcohol, you can actually get a depression from the alcoholism. So that means that you've had a mental problem from the addiction. So we get addiction causing mental problems. And sometimes some mental disorders to make people become addicts. Because those with schizophrenia, when they smoke marijuana, feel better.
So, Doc, you actually mentioned about how some of this condition changes your brain. So now, what about people dealing with people that have some mental disorders, like narcissistic abuse, disorder, NPD or whatever they call it? What about people dealing with them? Because I know that if you're dealing with people that have those mental illnesses, it affects you in different ways, psychologically, emotionally, changing the form of your, brain.
When is it dealing with them? With them where? In your home?
Yes, in your homes. You are living with them.
At work?
No, anywhere. Because sometimes you are dealing with them at home. Sometimes they are your partners. Sometimes they are even your parents. Sometimes they are your siblings. And these,
sometimes they're even your colleagues
exactly.
at work.
Even your colleagues at work can
so
have
what they are describing what we call a personality disorder. And it's one of the most challenging conditions as of now. We don't seem to have a very good treatment for them, especially those in cluster B. So we have the cluster A, cluster B, and C. So the A people are those who are either paranoid or people don't trust people, believe in telepathy and stuff like that. The B are the people we are all worried about. They are selfish, they hurt people, they have no remorse. So those group. So currently, because of how the world is, we can't accuse you, or we can't forcibly treat you of a mental disorder if the disorder has not affected you or somebody negatively. So when people are narcissistic and they still do their job, we really don't have a way to get
tell
in,
them that,
to get in until maybe their spouses or somebody tells them, no, this is making me sick, this is making the children go this way, then we intervene. But when it comes to personality disorders in general, it's very difficult to treat, and there's no medication for them. We need psychotherapy.
Wow.
And
so
it's
how to stay with them.
No.
It's dangerous, actually.
I always learn to stay with them if they are close to you. Sometimes just being aware can help a lot. Can help a lot. If they are even made aware that, okay, you have this behavior which make many people don't want to be around you, you can begin to talk to them to help change. And if you can get a psychologist
to come in,
perfect.
Doc, there's a message here. So what is the Mental Health Authority doing about the vagrants all over town moving amongst us? It is really harmful.
I mean, I get this question all the time. And I have personally, before this post, I mean, this is about 10, 15 years ago, took people in my vehicle, drive, just like pick them by the roadside and send them to the hospital. I mean,
Doc, are you not scared?
Scared of what? I mean, people who are mentally ill are usually victims of assaults. They don't assault people. Mostly, they are usually victims of assault.
But you see them holding sticks, and some of them holding sticks.
Because they are defending themselves.
It's reactive.
Yes, they are defending. Okay. I mean, people actually beat them than they have been beating people. You know. So the law is that the local authorities, that is metropolitan assemblies, municipal assembly, district assembly, they are responsible for persons on the street. And they are supposed to send them to any hospital they have in their district or community and get treatment for them and pay for that service.
Wow.
I mean, we all forget that there is always some money voted for disability in the community, right? That money is supposed to help them. But unfortunately, the people who have visual disability, who have a motor disability, are able to use their mind to access that fund. So they go for it. But those who have a mental disability,
they can't think, obviously.
Can't think, so they cannot access that help. And then we watch them and say, I mean, it's quite sad because for them, somebody must help them access that fund.
So what is the plan now to get these people?
So the plan is to get the local authorities, the DCs, the MCEs, get these people to get them help because you are voted money for disability in your community, in your district. So let's help them get into care.
Okay.
Good.
Right. So
it's quite sad when, I mean, we don't think, because I am currently dealing with one of my classmates in high school.
Wow.
Or in the same dormitory with him. He was found in the street in Kumasi. I mean, this is my classmate, so that could have been me.
Sure.
So I don't know why we think that person is not as good as you.
Sure.
Because I did nothing to be this.
Yeah, sure.
He did nothing to be ill.
Yeah.
It just happened. And we think we are well, so we don't care about that. I mean, it's quite sad when we are not able to put that person there that could have been me.
So it's still the lack of empathy.
A lack of empathy. And as a people, I mean, because it's a shame that you are a DC, you are an MC, you see this person has been roaming this community, he is ill.
Okay. Quick, the last message, or let me read it from here, which says that, good morning, I'm enjoying the education there. Please, I have learned this morning to stay long on screen can be a type of mental condition. Now, what if I'm someone who pays a lot of attention to my work due to so much pressure and demands of my job, to the extent that even during my leave days, weekends and holidays, I still have to do bits of my work on my PC at everywhere I am. Also reinstate the 3 types of mental health you mentioned. That is talking about the mental illnesses that you mentioned earlier. And this is from Raymond Tamale.
Yeah. So, Raymond seemed to be somebody who may have a personality disorder called OC. That is obsessive compulsive personality disorder. Not obsessive compulsive disorder. That's a different thing. So these are people who cannot accept, errors. Their work must be perfect. And they end up as journalists, editors, so that they have to be sure there's, every I dotted, every T is crossed,
It's true though.
Yeah, they may be neurosurgeons. Those kind of jobs. So there are people like that who are perfectionists. And if you are one, you just have to know you are one and make sure that, okay, I will allow some mistake. I tell people, excellence is not 100%. Excellence is actually about over 80. If you get 20% wrong, you're still excellent. So let's not try to get 100% all the time, even though I think I try to do that. My students tell me the same. So we need to understand that we don't have to be perfect all the time. And if you realize that you spend more screen time and you cannot get off the screen, then you may have a challenge and you need to seek help. We're just talking about the disorders. We can group them to about 10 different conditions, okay? You can have the thinking disorders, which are the schizophrenia. You can have the mood, you have the bipolar, and the depression. You can have the anxiety, panic disorder, panic attack. You can have all of them. You can have diseases because of, aging, when people get a dementia. Unfortunately for us in Ghana, the few people who were demented were branded witches.
True.
That is very sad.
True.
People who are ill are accused of being a witch. Come on.
Doc, we'll find time and talk more about this. Thank you so much for your time. Dr. Eugene Dodoye is the Chief Executive Officer of the Mental Health Authority. He has mentioned a number of things. Please, if you are betting too much, yes, you are wasting your resources on betting. The little money you have betting. Doc has said it. The betting companies, they are not there to run at a loss. They are there to make money. So rethink. And if you think that you need help, please, the Mental Health Authority is there to help you. You can visit the mental hospitals and definitely you'll be
Let me announce our toll-free line. That is 0800 678 678. 0800 678 678. That is our helpline.
Doc, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
It was really interesting. It was really a good conversation. Thank you so much. But now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to be talking about lupus. It's Lupus Awareness Month, and we've been having this series throughout the month, and the conversation continues. We'll be right back.
I'm ready to give it my all, my talent, dedication, heart, everything for this journey. What's all this?
Welcome to the Breakers.
You need more than a rhythm to survive these phases.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to Amame Manfo, Kale Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so by, a man's ring, Nesansu Mama Hotoso, a will bedroom.
Kale Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kale Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity,
whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
June is for business here at City FM and Channel One TV. This June, the ideas get bolder and the future of Ghanaian business takes center stage. Welcome to the City Business Festival 2026. For the entire month of June, 97.3 City FM and Channel One TV bring together the thinkers, builders, innovators, and dreamers shaping the future of enterprise in Ghana. From powerful business fora that spark meaningful conversations to insightful on-air discussions with industry leaders and change makers, to stories of resilience, innovation, and ambition from Ghanaian entrepreneurs. This is more than a festival. It is a movement of ideas, strategy, and impact. Whether you're starting small, scaling big, or simply dreaming of your next breakthrough, the City Business Festival is your platform to learn, connect, and grow. Join the on-air series every weekday at 9 a.m. on the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM and at 11 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. on Channel One TV. This June, let's challenge businesses. Let's refine ideas. Let's create impact. Call 0205-973-973 for further details. City Business Festival 2026, driving ideas into impact. The City Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel One TV in partnership with Absa Bank, and it's proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust.
All right, you are welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Breakfast Daily right here, and that was a very interesting conversation we had with Doc from the Mental Health Authority. And remember, if you feel anywhere and feel you need to speak to someone, or you have anyone going through a certain, condition that you think might have to do with mental health, please call the numbers of the Mental Health Authority, and that is 0800-678-678, 0800-678-678. Don't be shy about it. Nobody's going to stigmatize you. That's the best way for you to actually be better, by calling the number and reaching out for help. Now it's time for us to get into another conversation. Like I told you, we're still talking about lupus, and now today's topic is making lupus visible beyond May. We already know that May is the awareness month, but is it possible to make it visible beyond May? We're going to be having that discussion with Dr. Kobina Baini, who's a rheumatology fellow in training at the Kolobu Teaching Hospital, and Dorothy Akwa, who is a patient advocate. You are all welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right, Doc, I'm just going to go straight to the question. Is it possible to make it visible beyond May, lupus?
Yes, it is. And that's what we seek to achieve. Yes. So we want people to know that apart from patients being visibly sick and having like swollen feet and the rash, there are internal struggles that may be going on. There are internal battles that they may be fighting. So they may be having painful joints, they may be tired even in the morning when they haven't done anything, and they may be having a lot of muscle pain, which are not too visible. So we want to make it visible by creating awareness, basically.
And how do you think the awareness has been going?
It's been fantastic. I mean, Channel One has been giving us a slot every Friday for the whole month. And so we've gone through different aspects of the disease, and we've seen that people are understanding from the calls that we get. And we've also been doing, we've also been doing other awareness programs on social media with institutions where we speak with them about lupus, Yes, and basically we are seeing an increase in the number of referrals that we get from other facilities, which means that people are getting to know about it, and so we are picking them up early,
right?
Which is a good thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the fact you say you're picking them up early, because I had a conversation with someone the other time you came, and I was telling the person, oh, this is what we had, this is the discussion we had, and we talked about, you know, how long it takes for them to be diagnosed.
Right.
And he also said the same thing, that it takes years for some people to be diagnosed. So I think that the importance should be early diagnosis. Yeah.
Exactly. Because like we know that early diagnosis results in better outcomes. So we don't want people to come when they're having complications and they have to be on dialysis or they are having a heart failure. No. We want them at the time when a lot can be done for them so that they can have a normal life like everybody else.
So you just talked about dialysis and heart failure, but tell us, what's the worst that can happen if it's not diagnosed early?
So what?
Apart from those two.
So what we are afraid the most is the dialysis, because
that's the kidney.
That's expensive, yes, because you need to be on renal replacement therapy. But then it can affect your brain. So there are people who can't function because their brain is like a bit haywire. Yeah. But I mean, with good management, all these complications can be averted.
Yeah. So Dorothy, how are you?
I'm well.
All right. This is my first time seeing you. So Dorothy, when did you realize that you had lupus?
Okay, 2020 May.
2020. That's
May.
6 years ago.
Yes.
Oh, a year from this month.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
Just a year. Wow.
So I gave birth my second child, and then I started having the pains, the joints pains, and the.
Wait, rewind. Oh my God! So yours was diagnosed when you've already when you gave birth. So before then you weren't feeling any pain.
No.
Before then you were living a normal life.
Yes, please.
So doc, so that means you can just come at any time.
Anytime. We said the last time there are triggers, and hormones play a very important part. And in pregnancy, your hormones are
hormones
up.
are everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. But how did you feel during that pregnancy?
I was okay. Just that I felt when I eat, I felt like that the food wasn't digesting well. Apart from that, I was okay. I was fine. There was no pain. I went through the normal pregnancy. That was my second.
Your second child?
Yes. So it wasn't so different from the first one. So it was after I gave birth. That was when I started having the pains.
So how did the pain start? From where?
So from the joints.
Yeah.
The joints, the smaller joints, sometimes.
Even your fingers?
Yes, my fingers. Yeah. Everywhere it was painful, and when it gets bad, when you touch me, I feel the pain. I couldn't lift my baby. It was difficult. It was.
Oh my God.
It was a hard time.
And did your diagnosis come early?
No, it was after 2 years.
Wow. Wow. It had to take years. Anything could have happened in 2 years.
Yeah, that's like for most people, like previously.
Wow. And so apart from the joint pains, were there on the other signs?
So sometimes my feet will be swollen, and then I started losing memory.
Yeah.
Like I
Brain
want
fog.
to remember things. I feel tired, especially in the mornings when I wake up, and I don't know whether it was because I was thinking too much. I slimmed down.
Yeah.
I wasn't myself. I would say I wasn't myself.
Wow. But so what were some of the things that you went through before they actually realized, okay, you know what, it's lupus? How many tests did you have to do? How many times did you have to go to the hospital? And when did you finally get that clarification that it was lupus?
Okay, so
how many hospitals did you go to?
In fact, I can't count them. I went to...
So it's not even just one hospital that you're dealing with?
No.
You had to move from one place to another just to find
because I
solution.
wasn't getting the result.
Yeah.
They will give you painkillers and the pain will come back. They will give you para, they will give you diclofenac, and then prednisolone. But it will still come back. So I moved from hospitals to hospitals. I even went to herbal hospitals. Yes, to that extent. Until one day, my younger sister, she called me and she said she spoke with a friend, and then a friend recommended I see a rheumatologist. So she booked an appointment for me. I didn't even know. She just called me one morning and she said, "Can I go and see the doctor in the evening?" I said, "Why not?" So that was
it.
Yes.
And then how has it been from then till now? This 6 years, how has it been?
Okay, for the first 2 years, it hasn't been easy. It has been very painful. But for the 4 years, it's been okay. I'm able to manage it well with the help of my medications, and then taking the doctor's advice and taking care of myself, as in when it comes to my food, eating, and then maybe I'll say I don't stress so much, so it's better. It's manageable.
Wow. And how's the baby?
He's fine. He's fine.
Wow. Do you ever feel like it was because of the pregnancy that it happened?
So initially, that was my thought.
Because people say a lot of things can happen during pregnancy. Yes. So would you blame the pregnancy?
Initially, that was my thought, but later, I learned
things happen.
Yes. I learned certain things triggers it, so I can't blame it on my pregnancy.
Doc, can she get pregnant again?
Yes, she can. She can. So if
do you have other kids again? Do you have after that? Do you have?
No.
Okay.
She can. So it's always like a shared decision making with the patient. So we are really in touch with them. They need to let us know that I want to have a baby now. And then we advise them on what to do. Sometimes we have to change the medications.
Right.
Because sometimes the medications are harmful to the baby. So we have to change them. Or we have to wait for a bit for the medication to clear out of the system before you get pregnant. So once you let us know, based on the circumstances, we need to also make sure that your disease activity is very low. Because if your disease activity is low, then you can have safe pregnancy.
What is disease activity?
So the disease activity is how active the lupus is.
Right.
Remember, lupus is a disease that goes and comes, so remits. But we want you to be at the point where the disease is always low. We don't want the highs, the flares. So we need to make sure that your disease is on the low side most of the time before you get pregnant, at least for 6 months before you get pregnant. That way we are kind of assured of a better outcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is actually very, very interesting. So do you, since this has to do with hormones most times, do you think we should be going for hormonal tests? Because I think that's one thing that we miss. We do, like some of us don't even know our, different hormones levels. We don't know what our estrogen is like. We don't know what our progesterone is like. We just react. Things just happen in our bodies. Things just changes, and then
So, I mean, the data doesn't support that. So it's not just about you having a hormonal imbalance. Remember, it's on the background of a genetic predisposition. So there may be 50 people with hormonal imbalance, but only 2 will show the disease because those 2 are genetically predisposed. So it's not recommended that you be checking your hormonal levels.
So when you say they are genetically predisposed, does that mean that they probably people in their family has had it before?
It means that they have it in their genes.
And what shows that they have it in their genes?
Nothing shows. And that's why it's difficult to even know what exactly is causing the disease. Because you can have a lot of people who are having the same triggers, but not all of them will show the disease.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. So now that she has children, can it be passed on to the children?
No. It's not hereditary.
Okay.
You can't pass it. It's not like sickle cell that if I'm AS, my wife is AS, and then we can give it to our child. No. It's not a passed on disease. So there's some good, but just that people who have kids, people who have the disease and have kids, their kids are more likely to have the disease as compared to others who don't have the disease. That's about it. Yeah.
Wow. So with that situation, what are they supposed to do, like in terms of how they live?
People with a disease?
Yeah.
So we tell them all the time, you are different, you are special. So you need to act more special.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we advise them on good dietary habits, where they prioritize vegetables and fruits and reduce fried
Processed food, basically.
processed foods. You need to reduce that completely. You need to exercise as tolerable. So it's not because you have the disease then you just are indoors and you don't do anything. So they go for walks, they swim, they go for yoga, all to exercise and also to reduce the stress, which may be a trigger for their condition.
Yeah.
And also to pay attention and heed to the advice of the doctors, because most of the time we give them evidence-based advice. So take your medications, come for regular checkups. Because at every checkup we check the disease activity to make sure that it's down, so that we are proactive rather than reactive, so that we're able to know that this is not being controlled properly, and hence we are supposed to adjust the dose of the medications, or this patient has been fine for a long time and hence we may have to reduce the medications so that they don't have all the, because the medications also have side effects. So it's really a balance between the benefits and the risk of the treatment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very interesting. So what are some things that you've been doing in changing your lifestyle?
Okay, so I exercise. I eat more fruit and vegetables. Unlike before, I just take anything, but now I am very mindful of what I take in. For the processed food, especially with the oil, I hardly eat those kind, and then I stick to my medication. So because of the forgetfulness, I have to. I have an alarm. So when my alarm rings, then I know it's time for my medication. And what else? I think
that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, but do you know your triggers? Do you know what causes you to flare up? Or
not always, but most of the time it's stress. When I get tired, yes, and I am stressed, physical, emotionally, it triggers. Sometimes in the morning, you wake up in the morning, you haven't done anything, but
you just come.
Yes.
Wow. Well done.
Thank you.
I wish you good luck. I wish you get healing. Okay,
Amen.
and I wish the load comes down so you don't get to feel the pain again. Wow, this is very insightful. It just shocked me now that, she's a full-blown adult, and the other people that we've spoken to, they all had it like as kids.
Yes.
From early age.
Early age or teenage.
Yeah. SS, JS, that's the other people we've spoken to. But yours, full-grown adults, have the first baby, have a second baby, and wow. So it can happen to anybody.
It can happen to anybody. And that's why it's important to get the right support you need when you have such a chronic disease, which can be debilitating.
So how is the support group like? Are you in a support group?
Yes, please, I am.
How does it feel like? Tell us what happens there.
Okay, so you feel like you have someone who can relate to
your pain.
Yes. So you listen to what people are going through. Sometimes someone's solution or someone's problem can even help you also. There are certain things that I go through. I never suspected it was part of the flesh, but some of them shares the ideas, and then you get to know, okay, this thing that's
it.
Yes. So you feel like you are in a family and you can talk to anyone, and they also listen to you and then advise, and yes.
Can I ask how many people in the support group?
You're a lot.
We are a lot.
You're a lot.
Maybe like about 100. Yeah, but there are different groupings in the support group based on the disease conditions they have, so that they can relate more, and then they can get more support. So apart from the patients, there's also the volunteers who man or run the support group. Exactly. So there are doctors in it who constantly give advice, who will share with them new updates, who will do research. So the support group also funds research, local research, because we need local data that is specific to us, so that we know that this works for us as Africans in sub-Saharan Africa. So it supports research, it supports advocacy, and then also it also supports them financially, because the bedding is a bit much. So patients are not able to sometimes do their labs or buy medication. Even yesterday, we had a patient who had come in with a flare and didn't have any money. She went for the medications because she couldn't afford her medications. So she's coming with a flare. So the group gave support in buying the initial medications for her to start with the treatment. So the group is really doing well. That's the Rheumatology Initiative. That's the name of the support group, the Rheumatology Initiative. And it's helped so many people. It's helped make their lives better. And it's helped them to be able to live normal lives back at work, at home, and integrate them properly into the society.
Wow, that's very interesting. But Doc, before we go, how can people reach out to you?
Okay, so our social medias are TRI on all, TRI Ghana on all social media platforms, and I will share our contacts with you so that you're able to share it with with TV, so that people can be able to help.
So while you're sharing that, Dorothy, what will be your one advice to anyone watching you right now that might be going through something they do not understand?
Okay, so I would advise them that they should seek help early. They shouldn't wait till it becomes bad. They should seek help early. And then I also advise that families and people around them should also support them in any way they can.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So like I said, it's Try Ghana on all social media platforms. TRIGHANA, Try Ghana on all social media platforms. And our number is 0241 929 775. 0241 929 775. That's also the More Money number, and so you can send your support, and we'll be glad to receive and acknowledge it.
All right. Thank you so much. It was really nice having this conversation.
Yes.
I think it's our last day, right?
I should think so.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it's almost over. But thank you. This has been a great conversation. This has been a very great conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. It's been all about, lupus, and we are trying to make it visible beyond May. So if there are any conditions that you feel, we've been talking about this from the first week of May till now. If there are any conditions that you think you feel that you do not understand, that your doctors or your hospital is still not, getting right, I think you should try and see a rheumatologist, to rule out lupus or any of that, because it seems like most of these things are not found early because most people don't even know about it. So try and go to the right people. Try and check out the right hospitals, or even ask that you want to test for lupus, because it's very important that you do that, because we don't want people suffering in silence or things going worse. So please, let's mention the number again for people to call.
Right. So the number is just a minute.
Yeah.
Yes. 0241 929 775.
Yeah.
0241 929 775.
All right.
Yes.
So we've been speaking to Dr. Kobina Baini, who's a rheumatology fellow in training at the Kolobu Teaching Hospital, and Dorothy Akwa, who's a patient advocate who has shared her story with us, and we are glad she's doing fine, and the baby is also doing fine. Anyway, Dorothy, well done. And I hope you get well soon. Thank you so much, Doc.
You're welcome.
Time for us to take a quick break, and when we come back, the Friday edition of Breakfast Daily still continues.
June to 19 July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches from as little as 98 Ghana cedis live on SuperSport, only on GoTV.
This week on The Upside Down Show with Frema Edunyame, we are honored to host Reverend Father Andrew Campbell as he reflects on his remarkable 55-year journey in Ghana, a life of service, sacrifice, and unwavering compassion.
When you decided to come to Africa, was Ghana your first destination?
Yes, it was my first choice.
Okay. I'm sure listening to conversations, stories about Africa, you really wanted to come. But when you got here, was that what you were expecting? What you saw, was it too much?
It was hard, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't easy. I needed £10 just to buy the black cassocks, 3 black cassocks. I didn't have it. No, I went to see President Mahama in his office, and we were talking, and I said, Your Excellency, I need money for the particular project up in Nkanchina. Can you help me? And he looked at me. He said, Father Campbell, you're a real beggar priest. I got it. I got the money. He gave me money. He was very, very generous.
Is he your friend?
He's my friend, yes.
Okay.
He promised me that he would give me the money
and he did?
He did.
You seem to love football very much.
I do, I love football.
You still support football?
Oh, Manchester United.
Are you serious? What, Manchester United, Father?
Yes, Manchester, best
They're
team.
always losing.
Make a date this Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV. You shouldn't miss it.
Baba God help us so that we can be doers of your word. Because without your power we cannot do anything. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those Baba God help us so that we can be doers of your word. Cause without your power we cannot do it. So Baba God help us so that we can be doers of your word. Cause without your power we cannot do anything. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Our Father who art in heaven, thy will be done. Yes. All the songs coming. So on our upcoming album, Tap the Water is you. Yes. This song is called Fache. Nedia sumjeba, mama ya febo ninche, enona asumje womo. Fache, nedia sumjeba, si mama ya febo ninche, enona ekayen bomo. Fache o, fache o, fache o, bide fache mi o. Fajemio, 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 bide Fajeo, although you wait the Fajemio.
Grateful you stay with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV, and you know it's a Friday, so we are bringing you all the interesting conversations you need to know. That was an interesting one with the doctor for the Mental Health Authority, then now lupus, awareness. But the Mental Health Authority, it's scary. It's scary because people may not know that they have mental disorder when they are one, betting. 2, they are addicted to something they've been doing for a very long time. And 3, organizations not really paying attention to these things.
Yeah, as for that one, I think it's very important. Like you said, $1 spent on on mental health issue can actually give you a return of $7 GDP. I told you I had a conversation with this this kind of situation about wellness in the corporate spaces. Most time the corporate spaces is just focused on working. But how are
work.
What's the condition of the people that are doing the job? If the people are not well, they cannot.
How is the job going to go on?
It cannot go on. So I think really wellness should be incorporated.
Should pay attention to these things because it's actually going to help. Anyway, it's time for us to bring you trends, and one of the stories that is actually making waves right now, we're going to discuss Dr. Hughes Hospital for 20 million Ghana cedis over brothers in neglect. That is Charles Emisa. That is a very serious one. So Dr. Matilda Emisa filed a 20 million lawsuit against 3 hospitals. That is Accra Hospital, hospitals in Accra, and also 10 staff. and the Attorney General alleging negligence caused her brother Charles Emisa's death after the February 6 hit and run. Despite severe bleeding, he received stabilizing care and from the Ghana Police Service, the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, or the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital, where he suffered cardiac arrest. So the story actually states whatever happened at this particular facilities. You know, there's been a report that has actually come out, and Dr. Akosa, who was actually the chair, actually brought out this particular report. So Dr. Matilda Emisa, suing the administration of the estate of Charles Henry Emisa, is seeking 20 million Ghana cedis in general damages at the High Court in Accra over the February 2026 incident that triggered national outrage and renewed debate about Ghana's persistent no-bed syndrome. And this morning, on one of the papers, Professor Kosa says that no-bed syndrome is no excuse.
Yeah.
The suit names the Ghana Police Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, I don't know why I keep saying Ghana, that is Ridge Hospital, Korle Bu Teaching Hospital, several doctors and nurses attached to the facility, as well as the Attorney General's Department. According to the statement of claim filed before the General Jurisdiction Division of the High Court, Charles Henry Emisa, a 29-year-old electronic and automation engineer with Promasido Ghana Limited, was involved in a hit-and-run accident on the Kwame Nkrumah Circle overpass at about 10:30 p.m. on February 6, 2026. The suit states that after Emisa failed to return home, relatives reported him missing at the Adentan police station. 4 days later, the family was contacted by the officers of the Nima police station and informed that an accident victim had been disposed or deposited at the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital. Dr. Emisa told the court that upon arrival at the hospital mortuary, the family found the body in a decomposing state outside the cold room, infested with maggots. So it's part of the reason why they are demanding the 20 million Ghana cedis. The writ alleges that the National Ambulance Service initially transported the injured engineer to the police hospital after receiving a distress call. However, staff at the facility allegedly informed ambulance personnel that there was no available bed space. The plaintiff claims ambulance personnel pleaded with medical staff to at least administer first aid because the victim was bleeding heavily, but no emergency stabilization was provided. The suit further alleges that the patient was subsequently transferred to the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, where another request for urgent treatment was allegedly declined on similar grounds of unavailable beds. We can read it when you visit citynewsroom.com. The story is there. It's very lengthy. You can read the entire story. But I think that the family actually want to use all means to ensure that they get to the finality or to the burial ground of this particular case, and I think it's a step in the right direction. We have some comments.
I think that's the way to get justice for him, though. Yeah.
We have some comments. Let's bring you some comments, what people are saying about this.
Again, it is time to focus more on training physicians in emergency healthcare rather than medical laboratory science. There is a huge gap in emergency response across Ghana. Why train medical doctors for a role another legally mandated professional is performing excellently? So this has to do with, medical laboratory scientists and medical doctors. She, as a doctor, has she ever encountered no bed syndrome?
She's asking, has she never?
Has she never encountered Nobel syndrome?
You know she works in Cape Coast.
Yeah. We all day this hospital the day she says that might be her pension day. No one leaves their homes to work to intentionally hide beds in their pockets, and she knows that. This does not make sense.
Yeah. This one says that hit and run driver killed my wife. You mean killed your wife's younger brother? All the shops around with CCTV refused to provide the videos, and the police never helped. Really?
It's a great step in the right direction. Doctors are obliged to take good of patients, or take good care of patients.
Yeah.
That's what he meant. Their responsibility is simple. Every step by step must be fulfilled. Thank you.
This one says that I always say that dance of a madman always looks funny till he is your own. At times we treat people badly, especially when they are not blood. But when it's blood, that's when eye is open. Well, you say so. This one says that it's about time people be held accountable for. We play too much. Well, I think so. It should be
40 million.
Okay, 40 million.
I would have done 100.
You would have done 100. Hey, Chris Carter. God, good job. Nothing spoiled. Someone says that she should have added Ministry of Health and Ghana Health Service. What do you say? Are there more comments? Yeah, I think I want to see the end of the story. Let the banter begin. If people sue doctors and nurses for negligence, it will be a wake-up call for all. But people have also said that it's the system that has failed. Very good. This one says that they must be ready to account to us. Well, the way to go, she should even add the government to the suit. Sue everybody. And the 20 million Ghana cedis isn't enough.
At all.
At least 50
For me, 100.
Chris says 100. Take good care of yourself so your life will not end up in the hands of some Ghanaian medical staff. You say, well, a medical doctor loses his doctor, or you say her daughter, right?
His brother.
Brother, rather, due to structural failure and possible medical negligence on the part of her colleague. Doctors proceed to sue the hospital and colleagues. A doctor suing doctors for negligence. What a script. Doctor 1 and 2. This one says that it's time to focus more on training physicians, into brackets, medical doctors.
I think we've already read.
We've already read this one. Okay, we've already read this one. Anyway, so we'll be following up this story keenly, and we will see what will happen with this. Some people are saying that doctor suing doctor. Chris, so people, yeah, interesting. But you said you do what? You do 100?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's begin this one.
That's justice.
That's justice, eh? but if you
even though you cannot pay, you would think of it. Next time you won't do it again.
Others are also saying that it's the system that has actually failed.
You see, the thing is that we can't only just blame the doctors or the hospital. It's actually the system. It starts somewhere. So I think it has been going on for too long and nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a very long time. Apart from him, who else have we lost? We've lost the pregnant lady and her baby.
Abigail.
Same thing. No bed.
Yeah. And Abigail was recently buried. And that is a very, 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 very sad one. Anyway, yesterday there was something from GN Savings and Loans. And the Court of Appeal has ordered the Bank of Ghana to restore the license of GN Savings and Loans, overturning an earlier High Court ruling that upheld the revocation of the financial institutions operating a license. Let's bring you a video of that. What transpired at court yesterday?
What will be your immediate reaction? First, let the council say something. Well, so the Court of Appeal said the decision that the Bank of Ghana took to the license was wrong. And so they ordered the bank to reinstate the license. The receiver is now in charge of the bank and all its assets. receiver was also has wanted to hand over all the assets to the bank to the bank. And the management also returned back to the bank immediately. So we will take the necessary steps to get the judgment first.
What will be the next steps after this?
Well, the next steps is that we need to file into a judgment so that we will still the processes.
Well, it's been a difficult, very, very difficult 7 years. We want to thank family. We want to thank all of our employees. We've had some very, very, very loyal, hardworking employees who have stood with us all these years. And definitely we give thanks to Almighty for keeping us healthy enough to be where we are. Because this has been a very, very tough, very difficult time that we have gone through. It's just unimaginable. There's a lot to say, but not today. At an appropriate time, we will hold a press conference to go through what we have experienced and the difficulties moving forward. What I want to say also is that we are in a very good political environment. That environment.
So we apologize for that poor quality there, the audio there. But exactly what transpired at court yesterday, a 3-member panel further directed that all assets of the bank, that is GN Savings and Loans, be returned to its original owners and ordered the receiver to hand over management of the company to its previous management team. The ruling marks a major development in the long-running legal battle between GN Savings and Loans and the Bank of Ghana over the controversial banking sector cleanup exercise that happened in 2018. GN Savings and Loans was first reclassified as Savings and Loans Company on January 4, 2019 and subsequently renamed GN Savings and Loans Company Limited. 7 months later, and on August 16, 2029, under the leadership of the former Bank of Ghana, Ernest Addison, the central bank revoked the company's operating license and appointed Eric Nana Nipa as the receiver. So if you also visit, like I said, on citynewsroom.com, you see what has transpired there, but people are actually talking about it. GN Savings and Loans.
He must be really happy, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm happy he's happy.
Yeah.
Because it's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time. And you know, prior to the 2024 elections, Papa Kwesi Ndum actually visited John Dramani Mahama. I was in that meeting where President Mahama, then flag bearer of the NDC, said that they would see what they can do about
so it's actually very good for him.
But actually,
and I think it's also a contribution to the financial industry we have in the country.
So what we wanted to hear from Papa Kwesi Ndum yesterday, what he said yesterday was that the restoration of GN Savings and Loans license marks the beginning of a new chapter, not only for the company, but also for Ghana's economic recovery and business confidence, like you just made mention of. Speaking at after the Court of Appeals order, the Bank of Ghana ordered the Bank of Ghana to restore GN's bank's license, or the Savings and Loans license. Dr. Ndum described the decision as an end of a painful 7-year struggle that severely affected workers, families, and the company's operations. During that period, people actually ran there to go and ask for their funds.
Their funds back.
It was a hell. It was a hell. I actually knew friends who went there until date. They say they still have money with GN Savings and Loans. They've not been able to take it. So let's see how it unfolds in the coming days.
Right.
What else do you have, Trent?
Yeah, we have a third one. This one is funny. Nigerians joke about eating dream foods amid hard times. So there was a post from Nnamdi's ex, someone on Twitter that posted and advised against eating dream food, tapped into African spiritual beliefs where such meals signal witchcraft and setbacks like poverty. The replies exploded with humor, and people quipped their dream feast beat real life prices, and under high inflation, some from fuel subsidy cuts. While some explained that the serious risks of spiritual poisoning, but most turned it into jokes and broke spirits or demanding extras, blending faith with resilience. Let's see some of the top the comments that are out there.
No, eating in your dream.
But wait, do you eat dream food?
So you are in your dream, you get food.
Yeah.
People read meanings into it.
Yeah, that's
but
what
what if it's your favorite food?
That's what. Well, let's check out some of these comments. Let's check out the comments and see what people are saying. What if not dodo and beans? So basically plantain and beans.
See.
So you like beans and plantain. If not be food where I go chop for dream, how I want chop this morning. Another one says, food where go don't digest before you know say na dream you day. So basically it's gonna digest before you even wake up. Bros, you know talk fast now. I don't finish 3-course meal for dream. Something where I don't chop finish. I just wake up, drink water. Oh my God. Bro, I ate yam and red oil in my dream on Tuesday. I was even asking for more. They don't bring food for anyone in the dream again. The people that should bring it are hungry too. Things are hard in the spirit world too. I can guarantee you that nobody has eaten food in their dream in recent times. It's true, I haven't dreamt of food in a long time. When you are giving food in your dream, it could mean a few things. Wow, this is interesting. You swearing, wow, you're swearing into witchcraft. 2, direct poisoning of your astral clock or physical body, automatically poisoning your physical body. No orthodox medicine or intervention will help because the origin is astral, that's spiritual. 3, your family, the one you left just before you incarnated through birth, whom you adored and probably were more connected with than your current family on earth. Wow, this guy is going
lengthy.
too deep. Please, he's going to.
This is very lengthy.
Please.
Anyway, so
he's taking us into the galaxies and things. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
So interesting one there.
But have you eaten in your dream before?
Oh.
You used to eat in your dream though.
I don't remember the last time I did.
Yeah, because the people that serve the dreams that serve the food in the dreams are hungry too. The economy is catching even the ones that serve us the food in the dreams.
Anyway, let's bring you the video of the day after. We will have an exciting conversation here on the show. Trust me, we told you yesterday there is something we are going to break up, and you love it. Let's bring you the video of the day. Whatever you do, we will go with you. We are with you. In spirit, in physical, everything, we are with you. Whatever. And I can relate, actually. I can relate.
So when it's time.
Yeah. And you know the person is going your direction. Yeah, it makes life so easy because if you've been in the person's vehicle for like 3-4 times now, you feel quite comfortable. So you would,
especially if it's a comfortable car,
of course, that's AC and everything. Even you don't get AC safe car, the location you go reach. I won't pay this thing. What's the transfer? So I would have to monitor the car owner and be part of the car owner's movement. And wherever the car owner goes,
we will go.
Oh, we will go there. We will go there. So funny, sometimes the car owners say, well, today I'm not going your direction. Yeah. That is when maybe the car owner wants to pass somewhere. Or when you have his own peace of mind in the car. But I actually don't like driving alone. Yeah. But in some instances, I would want to drive alone. But say 80% out of 100, I don't like driving alone.
No, in the morning, I like driving alone.
Oh, okay, so you can think.
I can think. I can pray.
Yeah, it's true.
I can have my quiet time.
It's true.
Because of the time I wake up, so I just want to be alone.
You want to drive alone?
I just want to drive alone. I'm sorry.
And I wouldn't want to give you, I hate this. I hate it. I hate it to the core. I would give you a lift, come and sit in the car, and you be TikToking or you be watching your phone, be making noise in the car.
Instead of talking to you, yeah.
Not even talking to me. If you are even watching TikTok or something,
let it be quiet.
Let it be in your ears. You understand? The volume is loud.
No, but if talking about the volume being loud for phones, well, now I'm digressing. It seems like a lot of people do not have phone etiquette. They just you have to watch what they are. You have to listen to what they are watching. No matter where you are, even in the hospital.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Too loud. Can't you reduce the volume? The person has given you a lift for crying out loud. You are not paying fuel. You are in the car for free. Even if there is no AC in the car, you still have the fresh air coming in there, bombing from her. And you are in the car and you are what? Making noise and all that. Some people and funny how some people can make phone call from where you pick them
and they'll still be on the phone
to their destination.
Yeah. So that means you're inconveniencing me. I don't have to do anything.
I'm not.
Do anything.
Well, some maybe then the best thing is don't give a lift at all. But sometimes you'd want to help. But I'm not really driving you for you to inconvenience me in the car. By the way, that's fine. So that's it. They were waiting for their colleagues to actually. The colleague who drives to leave, and everywhere he goes, they follow him. Anyway, so we're going to do this. But before that, let me say I'm wishing you a birthday. That shines as bright as you do. May it be filled with laughter, love, and all the beautiful moments in between, from Theo to Vanessa Aqua. So there was this thing that the Ghana Standards Authority did, I think on Tuesday, and a number of people are talking about it. What is it? So the Ghana Standards Authority has closed down sections of the Ashaman China Mall warehouse containing products such as mattresses and electrical appliances suspected to be made with substandard materials. The closure forms part of the authority's second day of operations aimed at clamping down on companies producing and distributing inferior products on the Ghanaian market. Speaking during the media engagement after the operation on Tuesday, May 19, the regional manager of the Ghana Standards Authority, Clement Kubati, disclosed that some of the products, including electrical bulbs and mattresses, I'm emphasizing on mattresses because I'll show you videos of what people are doing, failed quality tests conducted by the authority. In quote, he said, "It's not only the mattresses, but we also have issues with the bulbs. We sampled about 15 electrical bulbs and all of them are fake. These are things that can cause fire in homes of people. We are going to pack the mattresses and bulbs. We are going to secure them and lock the warehouse. The law must take its course," he said. He further revealed that the managers of the malls were fined to serve as a deterrent to others. And in quote, he said the managers of the facility would by all means come to our office and we will sit down with them and discuss. Ghana is not a dumping ground for substandard products. They will be fined, and this will be consequences of their violation. They are manufacturing without license, he said. So what has this actually sparked on social media? People now went on to check whether their mattresses were genuine or as in original or fake. And trust me, there were things that people saw. I don't know if you have those videos of before this, what people saw when they went to check their mattresses. So if you have those videos, let's share. Yes, so these are some of the videos of what people saw when they cut their mattresses. I think yesterday we brought you those videos, so maybe if those videos can be put. So these are some of the videos you can see. Let's watch the videos, understand what is happening. After we open the phone lines and ask you whether have you checked your mattress yet, and what you make of this move by the Ghana Standards Authority to check substandard products like mattress.
Let's see mattress.
You cried you.
Charlie. Easy. Set a China format to see I'm the buyer. Saturday near you. Son of me. Shot. Ding. My main son chat. I mean, she said, it's here. Guys, easy. And your papa.
Ewa! Fasika chompa, chuchawompa, wonumpanya, onyantokwa, chuchawompa. Ha! That's true. Hey, rubber, hey, rubber, hey. Hey! Wobian chanimpa, chawumpa, fasika chawumpa, chuchawumpa, wonumpanya, onyantokwa, chuchawumpa. Ha! Hey, I dare for you. I got from Miss Lam. Miss Lam. Someone tell me out. Will be on family uncle with Jessica. What tell me out? Muscle. Never with Jessica. Who will sit here? Muscle see me a fanco. Maybe I told me be a Jessica. Na me ma fra me da no o kasa ga mi she na ngara ha ni babu hum basre me taraji ya mi ko shana ma jibisika na me saka skeni bia ma to sa ma yu ma koto papa ma ba ka che we ni papa na mu nyina ya koto fi mo to fo bia no o ko jisika wi a ma ro nwate mi na ko na mu ye gu me ya original na mu sa pa we na original na be kase ya koto ho no ma ya bet you 30%, more than 70%. Free! And man, how cost we have a receipt. You are Jessica. Hey, China! This is many here. Hey, China. You know, who did wait? Jessica.
Yeah, TikTok for China for mattress, no. And me told be a day corner. You have to China more. And a mattress no more de con senior ma when I'm draw a video okoto bia or de ko ekodi sick yeah how you do China more me mattress na omode ba no atama mi fifie me frɛ pragia ma ne be fa aye pragia na du ho ya nam kwan so aye ko na sa senior ma we no say a latest from ni ash from phone be so mu go China for bia na mattress no de papa and I'm see you.
So let's keep the conversation going in your homes, in your offices, and everywhere you find yourself. Well, are you returning your mattress this weekend, or are you checking the mattress? Have you checked it yet? Yes. Have you checked yours yet? Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Me too. I'm good. We are all good.
So don't fall into the hands of this thing. In Jesus' name.
Amen. So please check your mattress. We actually wished to have opened the phone lines for you to actually tell us what you've seen after maybe checking your mattress or what you make of this particular story. But we would have to cross over to the Kempinski Gold Coast Hotel now, where the 64th ACI World Congress hosted by ACI Ghana is alive. This prestigious global event will bring together financial market professionals, policymakers, and industry leaders from around the world or across the globe to exchange knowledge, explore emerging trends, and shape the future of the financial market industry. Let's cross over now and bring you the feed. Enjoy.
Lastly, we heard from the stellar panel discussions led by many of you learned guests in the room, where our first panel spoke about building resilient treasury and financial markets and enhancing adaptability to global changes. Our second